Hello, welcome one and all back to Codeweaver Plays Games. Looks like my stream's audio is working okay. We're going to do something a little bit, I guess, non-traditional for my stream. Semi-non-traditional. I mean, what I'm really doing is I'm playing a little bit of Sailing Regatta, which unfortunately has decided that it's going to crash on me just as I'm attempting to get everything up and running. So we're going to relaunch the link and see if we can't get this thing working again. So you should see a black screen right at the moment, but we're going to pop over off into, there we go, seems to have recovered. Hey, that's not half bad. Now let's make sure that link is working. Link appears to be working. I don't appear to have any stutters, but I am being really mean to both my graphics card and my last generation USB ports. I've got my graphics cranked up because I'm running this off of the PC. That's what using Link means on the Quest 2, which means it's doing all the generation of my graphics for me. And I have it cranked all the way up, which may mean I may get a little bit of stuttering. Let's see, can we get... my controllers seem to be not centered correctly, so we're going to see if we can't fix that. Can we go and reset view? Look forward and press the button to reset your view and orientation in the app. Okay. That's going to menu. Pull trigger to start. Well, press trigger to start. Okay, let's see if this works or whether or not it's placed me high in my seat. We'll have to find out. Okay. Well, I seem to be okay at the moment. Ahoy. Yeah, okay, so there's a little bit of visual artifacting. I'm not sure whether or not I can improve that by reducing the graphics settings. It is an older game and probably precedes running on the Quest 2 by a little bit, but it should be perfectly compatible. As I look around, I'm not getting too much stuttering. Trying to figure out if this is a practical implementation, or sorry, practical way to play this. I have played the version of this that is currently living on, oh look, I can do the snap rotation, that's pretty cool. Can I do a teleport? I don't know how to do a teleport. So we gotta finish the tutorial. Alright, that's fine. I suppose we should probably choose the tutorial. Alright. Or, is there a way to go back to the menu? Not entirely sure. Let's click on the tutorial. Can we, in fact, click on the tutorial? Multiplayer Dreaming Sunset. Oh, this is one of the tutorials. Let's try that. Okay, that is really, really pretty, actually, but the frame rate isn't as fast as I would like. I am going to have to experiment with my link settings in order to get this really, really pretty. Like, I'm looking at that, and as long as I'm not moving my head around, actually, that's not terrible. But I'm willing to bet I'm probably in the 30 frame a second region. I'm getting some slightly odd visual artifacting as I scroll around. Okay, well, let's, I'm going to quickly pop open the menu, which you might or might not, yeah, no, you can't actually see this. Oh, yes, you can. Okay, well, let's go and actually pop open the advanced settings, and let's reduce this. Now, I have a really decent, quite a decent graphics card, but I'm also being really, really cruel. Like I said. In fact, let's, what happens if I go all the way to the bottom? It's going to take a little bit of fettling. really hasn't changed some of the very light artifacting that's going on. So I'm beginning to wonder if this is a result of of just being able to upload the data to my Quest, or whether or not that's a completely stable connection. Like I said, older game. Well, okay, you know what though? If that's going to be the case, let's just pop that back up to. Oh, did it not take? Can we do auto? No, let's not do auto. Let's leave it fixed. Can we not actually get it to... Yeah. So, let's pop this open. Back into advanced settings, back into graphics. Let's just pop that back up to fantastic and leave it there. Because it doesn't seem to be harming me one way or the other. The artifacting appears to be coming from somewhere else. Let's go. And there's another thing I want to set in the advanced settings, and that's, is it the VR settings here? Yes. My height is a little bit odd. So basically what this is going to do is, I'm going to get it set so that the height that I am sitting in the boat roughly corresponds to how I feel I would be sitting in this kind of a boat. Now if I'm actually in this, and this is more kneeling, I feel, I think that is a little bit more like sitting. Maybe a little higher than that. So this requires just a little bit of tweaking. Boat speed is fine. I should be able to do most of this sound. We got all the sound turned on. Hopefully it's going to come through. Yes, okay. So going back into VR and taking a look around. Like I said, extremely lovely environment. And I'm going to actually back myself up. Not so much because I want to sit in the boat in at a particular angle, but I want to... Alright, so that's what I'm going to be grabbing. Okay, so I do have enough room in my apartment that I can situate myself in a sensible place. And yeah, so if I'm sitting on the side here where I could naturally grab that, it would actually be tilting the boat off to one side. So that's what's happening there. It's using my head position as if it were my body position. And you know what? That's okay, because if I grab a hold of this, that feels okay. Grab by using the grip button. We turn the all right. Now I want to grab that. Okay. Okay, so I think actually need to be sitting just a little bit forward. There we go. So this is for trimming the sail. Look up. Okay, I'm looking up. Okay, that's interesting. Whoops. We need to hold hard over. Oh, this is quite lovely. Gonna let off on the sail a little bit, reduce my speed a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All I'm really doing is using two controls here. Except I'm trying to head directly into the wind, which is why it's made that difficult. Alright. So I'm going to come over here a little bit, and then I'm going to go hard over, trim the sail, hard to port. Alright. So there's the no-go zone. You see that on the left hand or on the right hand side there? Very interesting. So yeah, I'm probably going to experiment with more titles running my Quest on my PC. I recently upgraded my graphics card, and I'm keen on finding out what I can do to push my my Quest 2 via that graphics card. Now, right now, my limiting factor is likely to be the bandwidth that I can push data through, the cable that I have in order to get it to the Quest. And I've got some of the settings on that really quite high on using the Oculus tuning tool that you can use to sort of tweak the graphics settings. Now on some games it behaves really quite well, and on this one it's behaving a little janky, which suggests to me maybe it's not my settings and maybe the game is just a little bit janky when played on the Quest 2. I don't know. It's a good question. But this is actually really quite nice. Oh, look at the right controller. Press to teleport. Snap turning using joystick. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, hello. Oh, let's... Okay, we're going to have to swing around to get that one again. In fact, let's just rein that on in, because I'm not missing a star. Okay, coming around. Yeah, this height works well because I'm actually under the boom, which means I don't get whacked in the head by this virtual boom. Can I get harder over? Yes, once the wind comes out of my sails. I still haven't learned quite. I haven't learned everything about how to sail clearly, and obviously this doesn't represent how to really sail. You're almost there, straight through the portal. But perfect. Okay, so settings, trigger, grab. I don't think a trigger does anything here. Press the teleport. That's probably teleport between different stations on a boat. And grab is just to be able to grab the rope. Aside from the visual artifacting, this is very soothing. The thing I like about this, like I played a lot of other games, not too many in VR. Actually, I don't think I've played any other sailing games in VR. But one of the things I like about this that I don't see in a lot of games that have any kind of sailing, whether VR or otherwise, is this one actually seems to feel like it obeys some of the actual physics in sailing. Just the way the boat tilts, the way it catches the wind, the way that you can't sail quite into it. And there have been some that have gotten moderately close. What the heck do I know? I mean, I have been sailing. I did technically get sailing certificate of the most basic nature from a sailing course, but that was so many years ago. And yes, I could do this in real life. There's probably some sailing clubs not actually that far from me. Lake and ocean. But some advantages to me just having a relaxing time of it. A little bit of a technical challenge, some nice views, although this isn't meant to contain lovely views right here. It's just the tutorial. We'll see how it looks when I actually do some of the non-tutorial sailing. Okay, so what has that done for me? Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, that's quite lovely. Oh, this is really lovely. Okay. 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 Let's just go for a little bit of a spin, actually, and let's not worry too much about the strict necessity of where to sail, although I'm sure if I sail out of bounds, it's going to get cranky at me. Just want to sail by this. Okay, my frame rate is, in fact, dropping pretty badly going by here, and it's not totally clear as to why. I may try to start this up again and go through this with the settings cranked way down to see where the jank is coming from. Oh, now it's settled. Wonder if it's still a little bit slow. Like I said, still trying to figure out if it's my... Virtual reality sailing, Marineverse. Yeah, I'm probably getting like 30 frames a second or so, but it's not, again, not clear where that's coming from. It's pretty, but it's not buttery smooth. It is really lovely, though, the sort of feeling of sort of immersive interaction being here. So let me see. Things that I could work out next time I launch this. I got a couple of things I can try. I can lower the visual settings and go into here, loading up the world with a much lower visual settings rating. I can go into the... how lovely is this? I can go into the Oculus tuning to try to lighten up the load on my port, trying to get the data out. I could try going to the Wi-Fi version of the link, which means I would bypass the cable and bypass my USB port, because that's totally a thing I could try. In fact, I should try that next just to see if it improves matters. Oh, this is really fun. All right, let's take it out past this island over here. Let's go around the island and then back through. I'm less worried about completing the course, like I said. One of the things I may test next, because I already have it installed, so it would be a good candidate, is to test out Half-Life Alyx, which is the Half-Life offering that's in VR. If it can run that at pretty decent frame rate on some of the higher settings on my Quest, with the cable and the ports that I have, then the problem would... I mean, it's not inconceivable this one could be less graphically efficient. It is doing some really nice things with the water, I have to admit. So maybe that's not a fair comparison. Oh, hello. Yep, got my keel stuck. Gotta watch out for those shallow waters. That's great. Well, at least it'll let me get unstuck without too much ceremony. Yeah, tightening that up is not helping me. I'm going to end up in a position here where I'm going to have to tack a bit, but... This is possibly a game meant less about the visual tour de force, although it's doing a very respectable job, and more about... being a regatta, being actual racing against other people in virtual boats, which is fair. I guess we're going right around the outside of this second island. That's fine. Can I tighten this up and get any more speed? Yeah, there's a sweet spot right there where I'm capturing just the right amount of wind and deflecting it. Okay, I'm going to start getting close to being right into the wind here. There's about the sweet spot. No, 4.2, 4.1, no, come on. There we are. Alright, so let's can't rein this in any further. Let's take a very sharp angle on this. Flop over to the other side of our forbidden zone and tack into the wind. Really lovely lighting effects going on here. I don't believe any of this is ray traced, which would mean that this is actually doing a very good job at doing some very nice reflections using other kinds of reflective software technology. Lots of neat screen space style reflections, but they've done a really, really good job at massaging the reflections according to the ocean undulations. That looks vaguely like there's a whale over there and it's been misplaced in the software. What can we do to increase the speed? There, find the sweet spot, find the sweet spot. Whoa, hello. Let's cut that really hard. Let's rein this in. Yeah, I'm suffering a not small amount of frame rate loss. Alright, well, that's the way it goes. Let's tweak this. Can we get a little bit more speed out of it? Yes. Being able to tack against the wind is actually one of my favorite things. about the way sailboats work. Being able to head very nearly directly into the wind because of using the keel, basically. One of my favorite physics demonstrations on the internet was Veritasium's beautiful illustrations, a couple of videos, in order to illustrate the behavior of a ground-based vehicle that was capable of traveling directly into the wind. Traveling directly into the wind at all is kind of an amazing thing. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. That's one of the things it was capable of. Let me rephrase. The actual thing he was demonstrating, because the way I described it is it's operating in reverse. The actual device was a vehicle capable of being pushed by the wind, a ground-based vehicle capable of being pushed by the wind faster than the wind itself was blowing the vehicle. And that seems like it's impossible, but it's actually doable, and the reason why it works is related to the reason why you can tack into the wind on a sailing ship. Of course, this brought out a very large amount of opinions on his videos. Because it sounds like you're getting, energy from nothing. Which is funny because the ability to do that particular trick has been known to be doable by sailing craft for a long, long time. So it should come as a surprise to exactly nobody familiar with doing it on sailing craft. And yet, the internet being what it is. Anyway, you don't have to believe me on that. Go watch the videos. They're fascinating. Oh, we are in the forbidden zone. Okay, so I'm going to sail back out to I guess I'm going to sail. I've gotten into a bay here, which is a really lovely bay. What I might do is I might sail up to the lighthouse here, and I might just try to restart this. See if I get any better behavior avoiding my USB connection and doing link over wireless. This is something you can do, provided you've got a decently high-speed bandwidth router, which probably a lot of routers are capable of being today, and I've got a pretty modern router. And provided you're not like deluging that router with all sorts of other traffic. And when I'm doing this, there's nothing else going on my home network. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna park it right up here. Take a look to see if anybody's shown up in the chat, which is probably no one at all, because they just don't have a lot of followers. And no worries. That's fine. I do this, mostly for myself. I'm perfectly happy to say hi to anybody who pops in. But anyway, so let's put this on pause, as it were. So how are we going to do this? We're going to. I think what we're going to do is we are going to disable Oculus Link. and we are going to re-enable it, but try to do it over AirLink. Use AirLink. Using AirLink will disable the link cable. Available PCs. Can we pair AirLink on this? Now, how does that work? Yeah, we're going to have to actually kill this game, because otherwise we're just going to sail off into space. So bear with me a moment, and let's see if I can figure out how to make this work. Devices. AirLink connection lost. Okay, Quest link. Pair. Okay. How, in fact, do I do this? Select a connection method. We're going to try doing this. To start using AirLink, put your headset on and turn on AirLink experimental features. Well, it's not experimental here, but or it shouldn't be experimental at this point. But let's see if we can. Put on your headset and turn on the AirLink in the settings. So it should be actually able to set up. And I'm not sure that I am getting an air connection lost. I may not be able to do this. And you guys are all looking at, one and all are looking at a black blank screen. Oh well, how very frustrating. I may have to check out how to set up AirLink on my own time. Because it is not letting me do that. I know people have gotten it to work. So if I go into quick settings, if I go into, bear with me just a little bit longer, and I will see if I can figure this out. Settings. Experimental. It shouldn't be in here though, because it should have already been advanced out of, no, it's not actually in experimental features anymore, because it has long since been set up. Quest link. Oh, here we go. 648070. Hey, I might be able to do this. Yes. Confirm pairing code. I confirm. And I read that right out to everyone, but it shouldn't matter at this point because I will unpair them and get a new pairing code. So, how embarrassing for me. Continue. Connected. Sweet. Let's launch it under those conditions. Let's see if we can actually... now, I mean, the one other thing I'm using the network for, obviously, is to get data to the outside world by way of... Oh, that's... that is not good. Oh, and I bet you that's because I tweaked the settings. Wow, that is really terrible. No, we are definitely not using QuestLink. AirLink for my purposes. The reason why it's probably terrible, yeah, we're killing Oculus AirLink. I want to figure out if I can improve the performance. Return to your Quest home, yes please. Dynamic, automatically adjust bit rate to maintain performance based on your network conditions. This may affect visual quality. Can we... I'm slowly fiddling with the... can we keep the changes, please? Up to 200 megabits per second. I mean, the thing that's really weird about this is that my measured bandwidth over the cable is... Oh, my stars is a silver appallingly bad. I wonder if my my router is actually way worse than I think it is. Yeah, no, this is really terrible. All right. Couple of things this might imply. Couple of things of this, yeah, we're totally disabling Airlink. Couple of things this might imply. What this might imply is that I've got these settings in the Oculus tweak tool in order to be able to adjust my bit rate. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, please. Thank you. Just launch. I might have them set way too high for my bandwidth, even if my graphics card can sort that out. Come on. Come on. Sure, my headset is connected to a PC. It should be connected. Everybody should be happy. Have I hosed my ability to use a regular link now? That would be hilarious. Very, very wrong. Oh, there we go. And we're back in my home screen. So let's get the Regatta launched. I will have to fiddle with this, and I'll have to fiddle with this on my own time because nobody needs to see me fiddling with this nonsense. All right. So one last trip into the Regatta, and to do that, I'm gonna have to go back into here, go into my search bar. This interface is not fantastic for finding games, but there we go. Actually, shall we skip this and check out Half-Life Alyx? No, let's not. And the reason not is because I will do so when... All right. Start sailing terms, yes. I will do so when... find the following, main sail. Fine. Boom. Fine. Dagger board. Fine. Main sheet is you, I think. Yeah. Tiller is back here. It's fine. And go to menu. All right, walking me through some paces, getting me familiar with my ship. I will actually restart the stream when I go into Half-Life Alyx, which I may do immediately after doing this next little bit of sailing. So, Sailing 101, grab me to record voice feedback. What would be your ideal VR sailing experience and why? All right, well, we'll solve that later. Can I pop over to hold using trigger, press to teleport? Oh, press to teleport. There we go. So that's their mechanic for doing that. All right, let's go into the tutorial section. Or is this just going to... No, this is just bringing me to here. Oh, well, let's see how fast we can complete this and get right back to where we were. Because now we know kind of what we're doing. Grab the tiller. Let's get pointed out of the no-go zone, as it were. The forbidden zone. Let's trim this a bit to get some good speed out of it. Yeah, it's fine. And we'll rocket through the next few like we're on a mission. Just to say that we've given the game a good old college try. I probably will come back to this after I've done some settings fiddling, but nobody needs to see me do that. Just to see if it's the game or whether or not I've genuinely hosed myself by trying to ship too much graphical data up to the Quest. Thing is, though, the amount of data that I have to send up should be largely independent of the complexity of the game being run, because I render it entirely on my PC, and the actual transmission of the data shouldn't take all that much computational power. I mean, I know there's some compression going on and some other jiggery pokery of that nature, but nope, tighten that up. Get any more out of it? I don't think we can get any more out of it. I wonder if there's anything specific that I've done odd in order to make the AirLink behave that poorly. My network should be able to outperform a USB cable running out to my headset. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I have to think about that. That's nice. That giving me the direction of the wind. That's pretty cool. I like how the tutorial's providing me messages on the side of the boat. That's kind of wild. Nope, that is not giving me additional speed, and I'm right at the edge of the no-go zone. Whoops. Nope. Hard to port. Go. Yep. Trim a little bit better. Start relaxing. This is actually really relaxing. I know for every one of you, it's probably like I've just done the same thing over again, and this is not exactly what you might necessarily call either riveting commentary or necessarily riveting game as I fiddle with my settings, but. All right, let's reach out, grab the tiller, and let's just let's go for the stars, shall we? All right, see if we can't get a good trim on this. Nope. There we go. Where are we going next? Don't know where we're going next. Oh, there. Interesting. So the thing that I want to do here possibly is make hard turns in order to be able to, stay out of the forbidden zone and be able to approach these things from a direction that actually gives me some. All right. Hard port. Trim a little better. There we go. Come on, let's go for it. All right, where are we going next? Okay, so let's This has not been an efficient capture of this star, but if I knew where the next one was going to be, it might make it easier to choose my routes. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Hard starboard. We can actually go straight out through that and trim this a bit better to get a little bit more speed out of it. There we go. Check that out. Oops. Okay, going at the portal right now would have me going into the wind. Oh, there's a star out there anyway, so that's fine. Go and get this star, and then probably end up heading straight into the portal. Get anything more out of this? Don't think so. Oh, yeah, just a hair. So really nice little sweet spot there. Oh. So we want to turn hard so that we don't end up taking a really gradual arc that takes us into the Forbidden Zone. Got a plan to avoid getting into the position of going straight into the wind. Next one is where? Where is it? I do not see anything, so let's go a little ways out, and then we are going to... We're actually going to go starboard. Probably totally inefficient by any sensible sailing standards, but there we are. Nope. Think that's about as fast as we're going to get. Right. Find the following. Mainsail, boom, deckboard. Main sheet. And the tiller. Enter your name. Oh, okay. Let's do this then. Alright, that kind of sucks. Let's fix this. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Go to menu. All right. So we finished the sailing terms. Shall we do an easy race? Let's start the easy race. Let's do a race, because why not? And this will be the last thing I do in this before I put this down. Oh, hang on. Isn't this interesting? I have been sailing with a screen. That is really unfortunate that you've had to see this with that window erroneously on the screen, because that doesn't show up in VR. That only shows up. Oh, and we missed that. Shall we start this over? Because I wasn't really... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can't... can we restart? Can we restart, please? No, apparently not. Back to menu. It's really unfortunate that I'll have to have the whole stream operational with that menu in front of you that nobody needed to see. And part of the problem was it doesn't show up in VR. It was only on my computer screen. Good to remember. Gotta keep that sorted. All right, let's start this again. Now that I'm no longer kind of confused as to what's going on. All right, here we go. Ready? Grab the tiller. Okay, here we go. is not helping me. I'm gonna come around to this and then hard port. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't really know if there's a faster way to do this. We've been leaning quite far forward, so I'm going to shift my posture a bit so I can get forward, more forward in my chair. Okay. All right, hard over. So I want to get on the other side of this. Slow down here and then go faster into this. Because the problem is I can't turn on a dime. So if I'm going to turn sharp, I'm going to do it at the right moment so that when I come out of it, I think what I want to do is do it at the right moment so that when I come out of it, I've got a better line on the thing that I actually want to target. So actually I want to swing wide on this so that I can then come in sharp this way. Yeah. Come wide on this. It's almost entirely downwind, which is helpful in one aspect, in that I kind of can just leave the main trim line loose. Go a little bit wide here, sharp corner. Tighten up. Oh, I just about missed that. Okay, here and then. Oh, and I missed it. Dang it. Whoa. Nope, swung way wide because crazy amounts of wind. Crazy amounts of wind. All right, you know what though? That's good to know. All right, so I just missed that. Picking up speed. Let's cut it back. Cannot turn on a dime, and this one's going to be another problem one. Yeah, no, that was a colossal swoop that I had back there when the wind picked up, and I didn't notice until it was way too late. Ooh, whoa. And I might have to change to being far more yeah, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Look at some of those times. That's amazing. Here I am at 154, and they're in the 30s. Yeah, you got me. So I've got a lot to learn. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. That's VR Regatta. I may switch over to Half-Life Alyx shortly to see how that plays out. And in any case, it's been fun having you sail with me. I will see you in the next stream.